Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Somebody sent me this. This is a bitmap of a picture or bitmap, and then I recreated it. I'm a little bit different. I just noticed that this particular case had 2 contours that are square and 3 contours that are rounded. I've never really seen that before. So we're going to do the number first. And I might even break this into 2 videos. I don't like my videos being long. So I made 2 extra copies in case I mess up. And I'm going to take my font. I'm going to move it over out of the way. I'm actually going to put it down here. Let me move these way out of the way. And we need to left click, right click. And the first thing I noticed when I was doing it, this, if you contour the outside, is going to be too big. So what we're going to do, we're going to go to Object and break curve, turn it into curves. Click on it, go to Object, break curve apart. And that way we can grab this and we're going to nudge it over. We're going to contour to the inside with square corners just one time. And I'm not particularly doing this for him. I'm just showing him how to do it. So I'm going to go Object now, break contour apart, and I can get rid of that outer contour. Now we're going to take this and we're going to contour to the outside twice with square corners. And that's about right. Now we're going to go up to Object and break the contour apart. Now we're going to take this and we're going to group it together. Control G or go to Object and group. That way we can contour all the time. But I noticed that his one is a lot thinner than the one I did. These fonts are not identical. He even admitted that. So you can see that the E, is a little squatty. So really, maybe on the next video, we could actually take this font and stretch it out a little bit, make it closer to that font. But we're going to do the number on this video. So now I want to contour, because it's thinner, I'm going to contour the inside with square corners just once. That's not enough. Let me go 0.25. See, that's going to give us a smaller one and smaller 4 to start with. Then we're going to go to Object, break contour apart. I'm going to nudge the new contour out of the way. I'm going to get rid of the outside of the old contour. So now, 2 of the contours are square. So we're going to take the first ones and contour to the outside. I think it's just going to be 0.15 with square corners. Well, I need to put 2. Okay. Then we're going to break those contours apart and grab the middle one. You actually have to break these apart, ungroup them, and grab the middle one again. So now we need, if that's one, that's basically one contour. So that's this. So we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 contours beyond that. So now we're going to well, first of all, we've got 1. So now we're going to contour to the outside one time with square corners. And will that give us, yep, that gives us those contours. Okay, now we're going to break this contour apart. Let me move this cherry out of the way. We're going to grab and break this contour apart. Sometimes you've got to select it all. Break the contour apart. Let's get the middle one and put it down. That's be our last. So the inside's going to be blue. Well, oh, that's mine. So the inside's blue, red, blue again with square contour. So blue, red again, in the gray. So now we need to take this and contour the outside, same amount, but with rounded corners 3 times. And we get that. Now we're going to go ahead and break the contour bar. It shouldn't really matter. Now, I'm thinking we don't need that 4. Yeah, we do. Okay, that looks really funny. Let's put this over there now. And I'm going to put a green box so we can tell what we're doing. I'm going to draw a rectangle, make it green. I'm just doing green because he used green. Order back a page. I'm a little bit thick on my contours, so he can adjust that. I'm going to have both pictures in the graphic. I'm going to do the white first. Well, I've got red already selected, but I'm going to get the Smart Fill tool and the eyedropper, and I'm going to put white on the outside. Now I'm going to get this Smart Fill tool, and I'm going to get this dark gray and put it next. Then I'm going to get the Smart Fill tool, and we'll be able to do both reds at one time. You know what? I put too many contours in. I was miscounting. So then I'm going to take and get it a blue. Oh, I didn't put a double red over there. So I put in too many contours, but he'll get the idea. I'm just trying to help him understand. I should have done the blue at the same time. And then this one's blue and the outer one's red. And if you thought once you have the Smart Fill tool going with red, do all your reds. So we could, just to make it look right, we could take the blue, and it'll just make the blue a little bit thicker. But he'll get the idea. And then actually there's red on the inside. So that looks pretty close. It's a different font, so it's going to be a little bit differently. And I think if we would have started contouring on this one, so what you could do if you ever make a mistake like this, just right click, no outline, and that outline will go away. So one less contour, red, blue, dark. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking. I put 2 reds. But he'll get the idea how to do it. Now, the name is a little, and that's going to be, if you have to do 10 jerseys like this, the attribute eyedropper, I don't think will work on this. We could try it. I think you'd have to group all this together. It'd be cool if it did. No. You know what? Let's try it one more time. It's just too many attributes. See, it's going to get you started, but it's not going to finish. So my suggestion, if you do 2 or 3 or 5 jerseys, you're going to have to do them all at the same time or write down your contours and your steps. So stay tuned for part 2, because the name is a little bit different. The name is a little bit easier because it's less contours. Anyway, I hope that helped him a little bit. Thank you for watching.